Welcome everyone. Welcome to Unleash Your Inner Wisdom with Donna. It's an absolute pleasure to be here tonight. I'm so excited to be back for 2021. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas and New Year, and definitely looking forward to seeing what 2021 has to offer for us this year, dare I say it. Hey Shakti. So if you are joining in, please do say hello. Let me know where you are coming in from. I am coming in from StreamYard. There will be a link that you will need to click in order for me to be able to see your comment coming through. So I am Donna. I'm an internationally recognised kinesiologist. Hey Samantha, hey Kerry, hey Carmel, how you doing? I'm an internationally recognised kinesiologist, and I'm here every Wednesday night, 7:30 Queensland time, 8:30 New South Wales time, offering free micro kinesiology balances around emotions and chakras. So, oh, wonderful. We've got so Crystal from Melbourne, LeGray from Queensland. Yes, so 36 degrees for us today, maybe more for you. So, yeah, definitely very warm up here today. So please, as you're coming in, please let me know if you would like an emotion balance or a chakra balance. So I'll give you a bit of a rundown on sort of what you can expect for each one. So with a chakra balance, so I tune into your energy and then I scan through your chakras and I'll let you know which ones are showing stress. And then we dive into that a little bit deeper. And then I offer you a balance to help you support you with that. With an emotional balance, again, I tune into your energy, and then using the traditional Chinese medicine 5-element chart, I dive a little deeper and we explore which element, meridian, and core emotion is the priority for you to work with tonight. And then I offer you some support and balance around that. So, Cheryl, welcome back. So just scanning through the comments. It's so wonderful to be back for 2021. I'm so excited. Happy New Year. Thanks, Samantha. Hey, Nick, how you doing? Okay. LeGray, yeah, it's thundering and bucketing down here too. I was going to go from the Bali hut tonight, and then I had like a very quick change of plans. Like abort. Hey, Jess, how you doing? And Linda, wonderful. Okay. So Shakti, not sure what balance you would like. I'm going to pop that down for me and we'll definitely do a balance for you tonight. And let's have a look here. So Crystal from Melbourne, what balance would you like? So you'd like an emotional balance. Okay. And Marianne, you'd like an emotional balance. Hi, Cherie, how you doing? Okay, so Marianne's an emotional balance, and Crystal. So I'm just going to pop your name up very quickly, just because I know that in the past there's been a couple of people with the same name and there's a bit of confusion. So Crystal, I'm doing an emotional balance for you, and so Shakti, you would like chakra. Wonderful. So I'm going to start with those, and then I sort of go where I'm drawn. So I'll just take away that comment. Okay. All right. So Crystal, I'm just going to start with you. For those that are just joining, welcome. I'm very excited to have you here in our community, and I'm offering free microkinesiology tonight around chakras and emotions. Okay. Okay. So as a kinesiologist, I do have lots of resources around the room. So if you see me sort of looking off into different directions, it's because I'm accessing some of those different resources for your balance. Okay. Okay. So Crystal, I'm just tuning into your energy now. And I do that by tapping on different traditional Chinese medicine acupressure points, just to make sure we've got the strongest connection possible. And just tuning into your energy, I'm just offering you some additional support through your heart chakra. So I can just feel there's a little bit of support needed, and just to make sure our connection is strong as possible. So Crystal, if you can say for me, I am love. Okay. So just checking your central meridian and your governing meridian. Okay, so Crystal, from a kinesiology perspective, it's come up with some dehydration, and it's just the day-to-day dehydration. Perhaps you've had more caffeinated beverages than water, or not had enough water consistently throughout the day. So if you have some water handy, if you wouldn't mind taking a sip and holding it in your mouth for 10 to 15 seconds, and I'll have some water on this end as well. Okay, fabulous. Fantastic. So, Crystal, I'm just going to tune in now. Sorry, going for in. Wonderful. So, Crystal, we're just going to look at the traditional Chinese medicine chart now and have a look at which element, meridian, and core emotion that we'll be working with for you tonight. So, is it fire, earth, metal, water, wood? So, we're working with the wood element. Is it gallbladder, liver? We're working with the liver meridian. So if you see me sort of moving around quite a bit, it's just part of the kinesiology balance. And you'll see my hand touching different parts. And I'm just touching very particular acupressure points, just checking in on different levels of energy. So anger, rage, distressed. In the clear. Okay. Irritability. Okay. So Chris, I'm just going to tune, just to give you some extra support. So what's happening for you is quite a number of those emotions are indicating stress for you tonight. And with kinesiology, we always work with the priority emotion. So I'm just going to give you some more support just to help you to be able to guide me. So with kinesiology, I'm actually directed by your innate awareness, so your unconscious. So just offering some support so that you can guide me to the exact one that you need support with tonight. So there was some stress showing there for you. So Crystal, if you can please say for me, I trust my intuition. I trust my intuition. I can feel the energy. Okay. Okay. That's better. One. In the clear. Okay. So anger, rage, distressed. So Crystal, there's some stress showing around transformation for you. So I'm just going to dive into that a little bit deeper for you. Okay. It's in the past. It's in the present, future, past. So Crystal, it's coming up with some stress around transformation, the emotion of transformation in the past. If you wouldn't mind sharing, if you wouldn't mind popping down how old you are, and what I'll do is I'll go back through your timeline. I'll just collect all sort of ages or incidents where your subconscious has recorded stress around transformation, which was often about, freedom and letting go and transforming and that kind of thing. So what I'll do is I'll collect all the elements of stress through your timeline for you. And so when I do a balance, we're clearing a lot more. If I just did some clearing on transformation now without collecting those for you, then you might be, it might be 95% tonight, and I might help support that. But then tomorrow something might happen, it will just come straight back up. So I'll try and get as much of that as possible for you. So 29, fabulous, thank you. So 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24. So 24, 23, 23, 22, 21, 20, 20 to 15, 20 to 15, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 15, 15 to 10, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 10 to 5, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 5 to 0, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so Crystal, as we get to those younger years, usually if there's any stress around a particular emotion, it's usually something that you've picked up from your primary caregiver. So I've just added that in there for you as well to help offer you some support and balance for that tonight. Okay. So is it circumstance within self from another toward another in a situation? Okay. So Crystal, what's coming up for you is some stress around transformation in a particular situation in the past. So every time a particular situation happens, it's triggering some stress around the emotion of transformation for you. So sometimes we can have stress that we self-generate. Sometimes we can take stress on from somebody else, like I just mentioned in those younger years. And sometimes we can project our stress onto someone, but for you, it's in a situation where the stress around that emotion is coming up for you. So I'll just see if there's anything that might be inhibiting you being able to release some of that tonight. So is there any dynamics? Yes. Judgment, avoidance, suppression. Okay. So Crystal, I have an affirmation for us to say together twice. So we're going to say it together twice. So what's come up for you is just some suppression of that emotion. And that's quite normal because, when we go on a day-to-day basis, sometimes we just have to, hold things down a little bit just to get through day-to-day and keep doing what we've got to do to survive. But if it stays down there too long and keeps suppressed, it'll keep building and it starts doing energy blocks and then it can start having physical symptoms. So if you can please repeat after me. It is safe and appropriate for my feelings of transformation to emerge. So it is safe and appropriate for my feelings of transformation to emerge. Wonderful. Okay. So indicate a change if we're ready to move on to a balance now for Crystal. Wonderful. Okay. And is the balance an affirmation? Is it sound? Okay. Is it tuning forks? Okay. Is it that? Is it that? No. Okay, wonderful. All right. So Crystal, sound, so vibration of sound has come up to assist you in balancing and supporting you tonight. So I have two. I have my Tibetan healing bowl and also my tuning forks, but it's the tuning forks that have come up for you tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through and touch very specific traditional Chinese medicine alarm points just to determine which the exact vibration between the cross section of which meridians is required to help you balance and support that tonight. Okay, so lung, pericardium, heart. So we'll be working with the heart meridian. And while I'm doing this, Crystal, if you wouldn't mind popping down if you're left or right-handed, please. So lung, pericardium, heart, liver, gallbladder, spleen. Okay, so tonight we're working with the vibration of the heart and the spleen meridians for you. Oh, okay. Crystal, I just saw your comment. Your mum passed away a year ago and life has changed. Yeah, I bet it has. Right-handed. Okay. Well, I hope this offers you some support tonight. Okay, so heart and spleen. Okay. So it's around here, around here. Okay. Once, twice. Okay. So Crystal, it's going to be two sounds of the tuning fork for you. So it's the cross section of the heart meridian and the spleen meridian for you tonight. And it's particularly focused in around that heart chakra area for you tonight. So if you would like to get comfortable and just really relax, and we'll just start that for you now. Just take some nice deep breaths, Crystal. Okay. So, Crystal, what came up for you tonight? You requested an emotional balance. And tonight we were working with the wood element, the liver meridian, and the emotion of transformation. And there's some stress around that, particularly in relation to the past. So we collected all those stresses for you and helped provide some support and balance around that. And that was through the tuning forks, particularly the heart, the vibration of the heart and the spleen meridian. So I hope that was helpful for you tonight. And I will just end our connection now. So for those that are joining, welcome. I'm so excited to have you here in our little kinesiology tribe tonight. So I will be offering free micro kinesiology balances around chakras and emotions tonight. So please do let me know where you are coming in from. We are a global community and we do have community members from all over the world. So please do feel free to say hello and let me know where you're coming in from. So Crystal, thank you. Amazing. Oh, you are more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Okay. All right. So Marianne, see if I can find your comment easy enough. Okay. All right. Can't find your comment. I was going to pop it up there to make it easier. But Marianne, you requested an emotional balance. So I'll just tune into your energy now. Nettie, thank you so much. I just had my hair done today. I had it cut and coloured. I was so excited. The change is as good as a holiday, right? Wonderful. All right, so Marianne, I'm just going to tune into your energy once again, just by touching very particular traditional Chinese medicine acupressure points, just to make sure our connection is as strong as possible. So just offering you some support through your heart chakra. Oh, so Arlene, you're coming in from Sydney. My dad lives in Sydney. I was actually born in Sydney. Nice. Okay. So Marianne, just offering you some more support as we come in. And it's quite, it's quite normal, we have busy lives and busy days. So, it's quite normal to need this sort of, I guess, a little bit of extra support as we make that connection, because our lives can be quite frenetic and quite busy. And it's really just tuning in and just making that connection really strong. Oh, thanks, Nettie. Okay, so Marianne, just check your central meridian and your governing. Oh, Kimberly from New Zealand. So Marianne, it's coming up a little bit dehydrated for you tonight as well. So if you do have some water handy, if you wouldn't mind taking a sip and hold that in your mouth for 10 to 15 seconds. Thanks, Dana, and welcome from Canada. Okay. All right. So Marianne, you are after an emotional balance. So let's do that for you now. Okay, so we're just looking for which element, meridian, and core emotions coming up for you tonight, Marianne. So is it fire, earth, metal, water? So Marianne, we're working with the water element. Is it bladder, kidney? And we're working with the kidney meridian. Is it fear, anxiety? Fear, phobia, anxiety. Marianne, the core emotion that's coming up for you tonight as a priority is anxiety. So we're working with water, kidney, meridian, and anxiety. So let's just dive into that a little bit more for you. So Marianne, the stress around the emotion of anxiety is in the present time. I'm just offering you some more support, Marianne. Can you please say for me, I am truth. I am truth. Sometimes what can happen, and particularly with emotional balance, and the same thing sort of for you, Crystal, I was giving quite a bit of support as well, is when kinesiology always goes for the core or the sort of, the root of the issue. And there can be different sort of emotions or feelings above that. So for example, there might be, we might feel anger and we're like, I'm so angry. But kinesiology would pick up potentially what's underneath the anger, which may be grief or loss, and help support that, whilst also helping support sort of the symptom of anger, but it would be really diving down to that next level. And that's what kinesiology does. And particularly around emotions, when we're diving deeper, if we had a physical, if we'd grazed ourselves physically and, somebody was cleaning that up, and I've mentioned this before, if someone was cleaning that up and they started down here, you'd be like, yeah, that's cool. But the closer they got to where the actual injury was, the more you'd be like going, oh. And that's kind of what happens energetically as well. And so that's why I keep offering additional support, because we are getting sort of more and more closer to the root. And as I do that and I'm picking up more support's required, I do send you that support. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. You're so lovely. Okay. So, time, past, present. So within self, in a situation. In the clear. So within self, from another toward another. Okay. So Marianne, just offering you some more support through your solar plexus chakra. So if you want to say for me, I am powerful. I can feel that. I am powerful. Okay. So, okay. All right. So Marianne, what's coming up for you from a kinesiology perspective is some stress around the emotion of anxiety in the present time, and it's coming up sort of self-generated, so through yourself. And what that means is you're not taking it on from somebody else. You're not projecting it to somebody else. It's not in relation to a situation, but it's kind of sort of where you're feeling and where you're at the moment. And that's coming up for you. So often, so for Marianne, would mindfulness be of benefit? Okay. Meditation, mindfulness. Okay. So I just checked in for you, Marianne. So what would be of benefit for you, particularly around that, because it's sort of within self, is some mindfulness. So I just checked on meditation. Meditation would be beneficial, but it didn't indicate for you. But mindfulness definitely came up as something that would be beneficial for you right now. Okay. So is there any dynamics for Marianne to release that tonight? Okay. Is it judgment, avoidance, judgment, avoidance? Okay. So Marianne, Once, twice. Okay. So Marianne, if you can repeat this affirmation for me twice, and this will just help you to be able to release some of the stress around that emotion tonight. So I allow the free flow of anxiety within me and around me. And I'll explain it in a moment. So I allow the free flow of anxiety within me and around me. Great. So often, so what's come up for you is sort of as a dynamic around releasing that, some stress around that emotion tonight is avoidance. And so what can happen, so similar to suppression, but instead of pushing it down sort of within, we sort of push it out to the side and we do other things to keep busy or distracted or all sorts of things, anything to kind of avoid having to deal with it or release it. We sort of push it over there, we're like, yep, later, deal with you later. So that affirmation was just to be able to help you embrace that now so that we can lift and release some of the stress around that for you tonight. Okay, so in order to support Marianne tonight, are we doing indicator change for you to move to balance? Are we doing an affirmation? Are we doing sound, chakra? Okay, so for you tonight to support you with releasing some stress around the emotion of anxiety tonight, Marianne, your innate awareness or your subconscious has directed me to work with your chakras. So I'm just going to scan through your chakras and see which one in particular your body or your innate awareness would like to work with for you tonight to support you with this. So crown, brow, throat, heart. And it's your heart chakra. So Marianne, if you can please say for me, I am love. I am love. And I've just got goosies. Marianne, can you please take a nice big deep breath for me and then really release that out. So really like blow that out and get rid of all of as much air as you can and really squeeze your abdominals in, get rid of that last bit of air. And then take a nice clean new breath in and visualize green. Vitality, freshness, growth. Okay, is that everything for Marianne tonight? Okay, so Marianne, tonight you requested an emotional balance. And what came up for you, we were working with the water element, the kidney meridian, and the core emotion of anxiety for you tonight. It was in the present time and from within self. And in order to help support you with that tonight, we worked with your heart chakra. So I hope that was of benefit for you tonight. And I will just end our connection now. So Marianne found themselves. Wonderful. Okay. Wonderful. And so Shakti, you were wanting a chakra balance. Hi, Janine from Hawkesbury. Welcome. Welcome to our community. It's lovely to see you here tonight. Hey, Ben, how are you doing? Okay, so, and Leanne and Sue and Kylie and Tash and Juliana from Melbourne. It's so lovely to see you all here tonight. So next balance is for Shakti. It's a chakra balance. I don't necessarily go in order. I really go where I'm drawn. And I, of course, use kinesiology if I am unsure between a few things. So I do tap into kinesiology to check where I should really be going. I wish I could just stay and be doing balances for you all night. That would be amazing. But I am live every Wednesday night, 7:30 Queensland time, 8:30 New South Wales time. So please feel free to come in and visit me every Wednesday for free microkinesiology balances. Okay, so I'm going surrogate for Shakti. Wonderful. So just doing those pre-checks that I've mentioned before, just particular traditional Chinese medicine acupressure points, just to make sure our connection is as strong as possible. And Shakti, just sending you some more support through your throat chakra. So if you can please say for me, I am truth. I am truth. Marianne, you're more than welcome. Okay. So Shakti, hydration, from a kinesiology perspective, acute hydration has come up for you as well. So if you wouldn't mind, if you have a glass of water nearby, taking a glass of water and holding that in your mouth for 10 to 15 seconds, and I'll take a sip on this end as well. Oh, Ben, thank you so much. Thank you for what you do. You're amazing at what you do. Truly incredible, and I find this all very fascinating. Thanks, Ben. Okay. In central meridian and governing. Okay, wonderful. All right, so Shakti, we are good to go. Okay, so chakra, brow. So Shakti, your brow chakra indicated for you some stress. Throat, heart. Your heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral. Your sacral chakra and base. Okay, so Shakti, what came up with you was some stress around your brow chakra, your heart chakra, and your sacral chakra. So as I mentioned earlier, kinesiology always works with the priority emotion or the priority chakra, what comes up. And often what happens, regularly what happens with kinesiology, and particularly with chakras, is that I will find out which is the priority chakra that I'm being directed to from your innate awareness, and it will have a flow-on effect, and it will help balance the other ones as well by working with the priority. I always come back and check and just make sure, but that's why we work with the priority in kinesiology. So is it brow chakra, heart chakra, sacral chakra? And so for you tonight, the priority chakra to work with is the sacral chakra. So we're just going to dive into that a little bit deeper. Okay. Okay. So Shakti, can you please say for me twice, I deserve. I deserve. Okay. So are we looking at the inward expression, the outward expression? So the stress is on the outward expression of the sacral chakra for you tonight. So is it... learning to receive. And Shakti, in relation to the outward expression of the sacral chakra, there's stress around the learning to receive. So this chakra is the key to our creative energy, and that indicated some stress for you. Artistic pursuits are motivated from this energy center. It is also the seat of our sexual energy. We can become out of alignment in this area if we have sexual issues, have been disturbed by feedback that questions our creative abilities, and that indicated for you, or are struggling to experience pleasure in life in general, and that indicated for you tonight, Shakti. So when this chakra is blocked, we often experience a low sex drive, feelings of boredom, and that indicated for you, or listlessness, and that indicated for you, or fall prey to addictive behaviours such as food, shopping, or sex. So none of the other ones indicated for you on that. So are we ready to move on to a balance for Shakti tonight? Okay, and so are we balancing with a chakra affirmation? Okay, and so for you tonight, Shakti, to balance, to give you some support around that, I've come up with a chakra affirmation. So I'm just going to go through and see which is the particular one that's really relevant for you tonight for this in particular. So are we looking at the top? Are we looking at the bottom? Okay, is it 14 to 20, 21 to 23, 21, 22, 23? Okay. And once, twice. Okay, so Shakti, we're going to repeat this twice. It's a bit long, so I'm going to leave some gaps for you. So the orders of my being exchange subtle energy with each other, supporting my alignment for the highest potential. The orders of my being exchange subtle energy with each other, supporting my alignment with the highest potential. Wonderful. So Shakti, what came up for you tonight? Just check brow, heart. Yeah, wonderful. So Shakti, what came up for you tonight for your chakra balance was some stress around your brow, heart, and sacral chakra. It was the sacral chakra that we were working with in particular, and to help support you with that tonight was the chakra affirmation. So I'm just going to end our connection now. So Shakti's done a spell right now. Wonderful. Okay. I also have noticed that we do have someone trolling in our group. So please, Pablo Richie, if anyone is getting a comment by Pablo, please ignore it. I will pop on later and ban Pablo. So this is a safe community for us and a very safe space. And we really don't enjoy people coming into that space and perhaps try and disrupt that energy. So please, by all means, if you're able to delete it, please delete it. Otherwise, I'll be deleting it immediately after this live. Okay. All right. So just have a look, scan through and have a look who is next. Okay. Okay, so okay, so Tash from Sydney, I just need to know if you would like a chakra balance or an emotional balance. So if you wouldn't mind popping that down the bottom for me. Shakti, I feel so much peace, Donna. Thank you. Oh, Shakti, you are more than welcome. You're more than welcome. So Tash, if you are still with us, if you wouldn't mind popping down if you would like an emotional balance or a chakra balance. I'll just keep having a look just in case you're no longer with us. So as you do come in, please do let me know if you would like a chakra balance or an emotional balance as well. Okay. All right. So Kylie Waterton, if you would like to let me know if you would like a chakra balance or emotional balance, just pop that down in the comments for me. And I will do that for you. I will just keep looking as well, just in case I don't see your comment come through. Okay. Okay, great, Kylie. So, Kylie, you're more than welcome. I'm going to tune into energy, and while I do that, if you wouldn't mind popping down in the comments for me if you would like an emotional balance or a chakra balance. Emotion, no problems at all. Okay. Okay, so Kylie, I'm just tuning into your energy now. As we're getting on quite a bit, I am going to do these pre-checks a little bit faster. So I think everyone's seen me do them a number of times. So I'm just touching traditional Chinese medicine acupressure points and just making sure our connection is as strong as possible. I just like to fit in as many balances as I can. So Kylie, just offering you some support through your heart chakra. And your throat chakra. So if you can please say for me, I am truth. I am truth. A little microphone cable's getting in the way. Okay, just checking your central meridian and your governing meridian. And hydration, fantastic. Okay, we are good to go. All right, so an emotional balance for you, Kylie. So is it fire, earth, metal? So Kylie, for you, we're working with the metal element. Is it lung, large intestine, and the large intestine meridian. And is it guilt, grief, guilt, guilt. Okay. And Kylie, offering you just some more support through your heart chakra. Okay. So is it guilt? Is it guilt? Is it grief? Is it grief? Is it regret? And so Kai, the core emotion coming up for you tonight is regret. So we're just going to dive into that a little bit deeper for you. So the past. So it's regret in the present time that's coming up for you, Kylie. So it's within self from another toward another. And so what's coming up for you is it's regret in the present time toward another. So often what that means is that you're potentially projecting that emotion onto another, and it's coming up as a stress for you to be able to acknowledge and to be able to have some support to release that. So just have a look if there's anything that might be hindering you releasing some of that stress tonight. So is there any dynamics? Yeah. Judgment, avoidance, suppression, resistance. Okay. So there's a little bit of resistance that's coming up, which is honestly quite natural. So we're just going to say an affirmation, and what that's going to do is just sort of just pull that energy or the stress around that emotion back so that you're able to release that tonight. So the emotion around regret. So if you can please say for me, I surrender. We're going to say it twice. So I surrender into the feeling of regret for my highest potential. So I surrender into the feeling of regret for my highest potential. Okay. So is there anything else on there that I need to let Kylie know tonight? Is there anything else? Okay. Is there anything, any affirmation? Indicate a change of career to move to a balance for Kylie. Okay. I'll see if I could get anything else for you, but your innate awareness is just wanting to balance that out. So let's just get straight to that for you. So are we balancing with affirmations? Esau point, chakra, sound. Are we using the tuning forks? Tibetan healing bowl. Okay. So Kylie, what's come up for you is the vibration of sound to offer you some support for your healing tonight. So we're working with the metal element, the large intestine meridian, and some stress around the emotion of regret for you tonight. So here, crashing everything. Here, yeah, okay. Okay, so it'll be 2 sounds of the Tibetan healing bowl. So it won't be a moment. And it's particularly in relation to your heart chakra area. So Kyle, if you'd like to get comfortable. And Kyle, if you can take a nice deep breath for me too, please. Okay. So Kylie, what came up for you tonight is so emotional balance, the metal element, the large intestine meridian, the emotion of regret. And then I looked at offering you some support with that through the vibration of the Tibetan healing bowl, particularly in the heart chakra area. So I can feel it sort of like, I can feel it vibrating through everything still. It's cool. So I hope that I was able to help offer you some support tonight. So Kylie, I'm just going to end our connection now. Wonderful. Okay. Okay. All right. So Ben, you requested an emotional balance. So I'm just going to start tuning into your energy now. So I'm really sorry again for Ben. Okay. And once again, I'm just going to do those pre-checks. Just to make sure our connection is as strong as possible. So Ben, if you can please say for me, I am truth. And I am love. So just tuning in, just offering you more support. So just through your throat chakra again. And I can feel that energy. Just checking your central meridian. Governing. Fantastic. Okay. Right, Ben, we are good to go. Okay, so fire, earth, metal. Fire, earth, metal, water. So for you tonight, Ben, we're working with the water element. Blood, is it bladder? The bladder meridian. Is it? Okay, so is it fear? Resoluteness. And the core emotion of frustration has come up for you tonight, Ben. So we'll just dive into that a little bit deeper for you. Okay, so past, present. So the emotion around the frustration is in the present time. And so is it? And it's related specifically to a situation. So sometimes we have stress that we take on from others. Sometimes we have it that we project to others. Sometimes it's something that we self-generate from within ourselves. But for you tonight, the stress around the emotion of frustration in the present time is particularly in relation to a situation. So is there anything restricting Ben from releasing that tonight? Okay. So Ben, if you can please say for me, we're going to say it twice. I am true to my feelings of frustration. So I am true to my feelings of frustration. Okay. Is there anything else for Ben if he's balanced tonight? Anything else? Yep. Is it another affirmation? No. Is there anything else that we need before we move on to the balance? No. Are we ready to move on to the balance? Okay. All right. So the balance, is that a chakra balance for Ben? Chakra? Affirmation, affirmation. Is it sound? Is it tuning forks? Okay. So Ben, what's come up to help support you tonight is the vibration of sound with the tuning forks. So I'm going to go through some traditional Chinese medicine alarm points to work out specifically which meridians that we're going to be working with tonight, the vibration of which meridians. So while I'm doing that, if you wouldn't mind popping in the comments for me if you are left or right-handed, please. Okay, so lung, pericardium. So pericardium and lung, pericardium, heart, liver, gallbladder, spleen, stomach. So large intestine. So for you tonight, Ben, we'll be working with the pericardium and the large intestine, and your right-handed, fabulous. Thank you. Okay. So large intestine and pericardium, right-handed. Okay. So here, here, here. Base. Okay. So Ben, so there'll be two sounds of the tuning fork, and the tuning forks, the vibration will be specifically around your sacral and your base chakra. So you won't be able to see me doing it with this camera angle, but if you would like to take a seat or get somewhere really comfortable, and that's where the vibration will be coming through to the sacral and the base chakra for you tonight. Hi Pearl, I can see you. So Ben, if you just wouldn't mind taking some nice deep breaths for me, that'd be awesome. Okay. Just going to do one more for good measure. Got tangled up in the microphone. I can start to feel everything get a little bit lighter. Okay. Okay, so Ben, it all makes so much sense. I have a big heart, and we've had a certain issue pop up related to family member being very selfish, one emotionally hurting one person. I'm very spiritual. Yeah. I definitely hope that that was some support for you tonight. So Ben, what came up for you tonight for your emotional balance was we were working with the water element and the bladder meridian and the emotion of frustration tonight. And that was frustration in the present time and in relation to a situation. And then to offer you some support with that tonight, we're working particularly with the vibration, the sound vibration of the pericardium and the large intestine meridians, and very much focused around that sacral and base chakras for you tonight. So I hope that that offers you some support, and I'm just going to end our connection now. So Ben is now themselves, I am now myself. Wonderful. Fabulous. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to be with you all tonight. Thank you so much for joining me in our community. I'm here every Wednesday night offering free micro-kinesiology balance around emotions and chakras. So 7:30 Queensland time, 8:30 New South Wales time. Please do feel free to pop over to my Facebook page and say hello. So that is Unleash Your Vitality Kinesiology. There is a link to it in the comments. I have a lot of videos there. I did a 3-month series every Monday called Meridian Monday. So there's lots of information in there about meridians, and I do go live in there as well, just prior to this live, and lots of information. And please feel free to pop over and say hello. So please take care, and I really look forward to seeing you all again next Wednesday. So let's have a quick one. You're more than welcome. Thank you so much, everyone. It's been my absolute honor to be here tonight. Thank you very, very much. And take care. And I will see you next Wednesday. Bye for now. Take care.